It's like super quiet inside. There is no bridge slap.
This is like super catamaran. 7 knots. 7 knots, close haul.
Now we just put out the jib. The main is still reefed, and we are doing 12, 13 knots. She's unreal. She is unreal. That's one happy man, one happy sailor, one happy husband.
One reef, full jib, 20 knots, and a hard on. One happy wife. When we first got this boat, we went sailing in about 10 knots of wind and pretty calm seas. And we hove to, filmed it for you guys. And we were pretty surprised. We didn't know you could really heave to in a catamaran. It was sort of an experiment. Everybody, all the like armchair experts, you know, oh, it was just because it was calm. Catamarans can't heave to, you'll die for sure. So, okay, let's find out. We're curious. Today, it's now a little over 20 knots of wind. It's kind of gusting up and down. And we're doing about 8 knots of speed through the water right now, speed over ground. Surfing even higher than that, and the seas are easily 2 meters, maybe even a little bit more. Very, very short swells, very steep and choppy and screwed up. So it's not storm conditions, but it is not 10 knots and flat calm, and it should give us some idea whether or not this boat can heave to or not. Let's find out. Okay, ready?
Ready.
Okay, I don't have steering anymore. So boat speed through the water now is down to 1 knot. Speed over ground is down to less than 2 knots. The helm is all the way over and the main is back. So now we're gonna slide backwards a little bit and let's see what happens to the setting here. Okay, the bow's coming down about 40 degrees and then starts coming up again. The most speed we saw right now was just about 1.5 knots forward or through the water and just about a little under 2 knots. Less than that even, almost 0. So, and we're maintaining about 30 degrees to the swells. In other words, we're hove to, bitches. Yeah, I mean,
You can heave to in a catamaran.
there's a really good slick on the leeward side.
Wow! Look at that! Look at that slick!
So that slick, you can see that it's kind of into the direction of the breaking waves. So theoretically, if the seas were really, really bad, that sort of sideways slick helps knock down a little bit.
He hasn't been on a surfboard in the waves in 10 years. He lost that ability. No more. Couldn't pop up. He looked like a total beginner. He'd been surfing for 30 years. All of a sudden, gone. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine doing something that you love every day and then slowly it's being taken away from you, and then one day you've come to the realization that you no longer have the ability to do that thing that you love to do?
You know, if I try something and then a couple of months go by and I try it again, sometimes I can't do it just because I've lost the muscle, but in my mind I can still do it like I always have, you know?
Yep.
But kiteboarding is more accessible. It doesn't replace surfing, but it's a way to ride the wave.
these guys are doing. I'm not that comfortable out here with these waves in the dinghy. Oh God. I'm out of here. It's like a freaking washing machine in here. Stay in a safer spot. Hi, Chloe. Do you have some water? I do. What was it like out there?
I don't know, I felt really off. It didn't feel good. It was a lot of current, it was choppy, and the surf was bigger than I thought, and I don't know the wave, and it was kind of like, I don't know, it's just, I'm not ready yet for this wave. The desire's there.
Yeah.
But it's a little bit frustrating because, like, I remember riding that, you know what I mean? But, like, what I remember doing and what my body will do is not the same fucking universe right now. So, thanks for running support.
You're welcome.
Your turn. Good.
Thank you. Now it's your turn. He spends more time in the air than in the water. Boing, 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 boing. We are back in the marina with the Yanmar mechanic. As suspected, what Ryan suspected, it was these darn mixing elbows. He opened up the elbows and he noticed that they were, one of them at least, was completely occluded. I am just totally so stoked that it's knock on wood, haha, I can do that everywhere on the boat because we have a wooden boat, that it's just the elbows and it's what Ryan suspected. He's such a smart guy.
You ready, Dominic?
No black smoke and no black water. In the last episode, some of you commented thinking that it was still the mixing elbows that were the problem, and you were right, so right on.
Le travail est terminé.
Terminé. Work is done.
We got the right guy.
We did.
Nicole is getting her hair cut. A lot.
It's been a long time, almost a year. And
the first cut now is...
Can I cut?
no.
She's knocking me back. How does it feel, Nicole?
I'm stoked because it was really annoying me.
It's done.
It's going to Locks of Love, and it's for a child who's going through chemo. Actually, it's gonna be great. He used to wake me up in the middle of the night, rolling over and being stuck.
And you know what the best part is? Tonight I get a new girl.
And you are happy tomorrow, huh?
Yeah.
Or in the evening?
In the evening.
Maybe.
Look at my beautiful hair. Thank you.
You're welcome. It's a pleasure, huh? For
I
me.
have not
and
had this style yet.
And now,
trust me. Thank
Yeah,
you very
to
much.
now you should kiss.
Always, huh? Always.
What?
You.
How do you say haircut in German? Let me guess.
Haarschnitt.
It's Aschnitt.
Haarschnitt.
Ha. Haarschnitt. Ha is hair.
Do you know how you say butterfly in German?
Schmetterling.
Yes, Schmetterling. And ambulance is Krankenwagen.
Krankenwagen.